Okay. So, when we last left our group, we were leaving Fort of the Red Baboon, and your forces pulled back. Uh, through the scattering of the first night and some self-reflection amongst all, um, we come to the second day of travel on the way back. Is there anything you guys want to do during that time?
I believe this would be when I look for Munye.
That morning, absolutely. You can probably find Meunier with no problem.
So I would go and find Munye and take with me a gathering or a small basket of fruits and a little wedge of cheese in there and whatever small mammal I could find. And I would try to kneel down to be as close to eye level as possible with Munye and just offer her the basket. Little warrior, without your aid, we may not have been in time to save all of my tribesmen. So I thank you that we were able to be there in time to save as many as we could.
Okay. Kind of ruffles her chest out a bit and walks up and starts eating.
That was basically it that I wanted to do with Munye.
Alrighty. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Nothing I can think of personally.
I mean, maybe kind of warn the group about my dream.
Yeah, you can gather up the group.
So I think that the alchemist who did this to me might possibly be coming after me at some point soon. He spoke to me in my dream.
Oh.
He said I took something from him when I escaped. But I don't know what that is, because I pretty much just left with my pickaxe and clothes.
Wasn't he experimenting on you?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
He probably considers you his research.
Mm,
Or considers something
He's
within
very...
you something valuable.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of that, just along... He's very intelligent, and he chooses his words carefully, so... He made it sound like my leaving wasn't the problem, but something about me leaving was, if that makes any sense.
Well, either way, doesn't sound... Personally, I wouldn't take kindly to him doing...
He...
Just in general, mostly.
Yeah, he said something about having things he's working on and wrapping up first, but I got the vibe that when he wants to find me, he'll be able to find me. And I might know how.
And how was that?
He said that his blood is my blood. And I can, when I try, I can kind of like go back to the dream and sense the other experiments that he's worked on. So I think we're tied by his blood.
Weird.
Yeah.
Can you tell who is who when you sense the other experiments?
Yes, but I can also tell that if I try too much or too hard, I might make him aware of the fact that I am. It could help. I know one of the experiments I didn't get to meet because he escaped before I was selected.
Then he's still out there.
Well, the alchemist had told me that he was dead, but I could sense him. I don't know. I know. I think he's a half orc, but that's all I can tell. I think I might be able to know more if I were closer, but I don't have any sense of direction or anything. I would just have to try again later. But it's a risky move.
You know how strong this alchemist is? Just like ballpark. Like, do you think we could take him on? Or
As
hold
he
him
is
off?
No.
ferocious as Littlefoot.
I would venture to say more so. Um he well, I don't remember how much I've told you about him and what he did and what he was trying to do, but he basically was trying to make his mutagen compatible with other people in order to work them harder, basically. And I mean, now I can make my own mutagen, and I can tell you right now it is far less potent than anything he gave me. So, if only comparing my power level to that of what I know of his, I don't think 1,000 of me could take him on as I am now. And, well, there's what, 5 of us?
Hmm.
So, do you wish to seek out the half orc to figure out how to cut off the alchemist link?
It wouldn't hurt. I mean, if he even knows, but the fact that I could sense him means most likely, if not certainly, the alchemist can sense him too. So I don't think he's cut off the link either. I don't even know if he even knows what's going on. I just, it's one of those, I don't think there's any real way of looking for him as a primary objective. But I would like to, if I ever had the opportunity, try and find him and speak with him.
So it looks like the best we can do is hope that A, your hack fork friend is alive, B, the alchemist doesn't find us anytime soon.
He is alive. I have this feeling that I wouldn't have been able to sense him if he were not alive.
Hmm. Well then,
But
thank you
given
for
the fact
sharing.
that given the fact that he's been free longer than I've been experimented on, if nothing else, maybe he's learned more about what we are and what we can do. I don't know. Anyway, that was all I think that I was gonna USS.
Hmm.
The drow blood?
How what?
Drow. Okay, that's how. Okay. His name is. And I would know that, right? Because the alchemist would have. Okay. Is it pronounced just us or use? Us. His name is Us. That is assuming he hasn't taken on a new name.
Hmm.
It is degrading,
I wonder
but
if
I don't think I'd be able to adjust if I changed mine.
I. Part of me wonders if the names of all the subjects combined together spell something out, because it sounds like they
Our
do.
names are numbers. Us is 1. I'm
Uh,
3.
Oh, right, different language. My bad.
Mhm. I could tell you that. I also don't know where this fucking dainty ass voice came from. I keep diverting to. It's the Skittles. Draw, is that my sister? Yeah. My half elf sister that I was spent a lot of time with is Draw too. And apparently, according to what the alchemist told me last night, I have a new little brother.
So there's 4 of you in total.
We're successful, yes. There are many, many that the alchemist has attempted. We're just the 4 that have survived.
Right. Well then, is that all?
I think so, unless Eric's gonna message me something else.
And this would be the following day after my thing, right?
Is it not the same day? Oh, I'm muted.
This is day 2. This is like after you find Monye. After that, she gathers you guys up on your like light march towards the city.
So you
So
guys,
yes,
you guys may have noticed that I'm now wearing a necklace made out of lizard folk teeth, and I have a red tattoo on my chest of a crocodile with its jaw open.
Looking fresh.
I met with my tribesmen last night. We were able to rescue most of them. One unfortunately perished, and one was sold to the Aspis Consortium. So I still have business in the village up north, Nantambu, I believe. They still have Yar.
Hmm.
And I am going to make the Aspis Consortium pay.
Well,
We may
that's
have
much
to
of a
leave them
direction as
another
any.
flag.
What a time.
I'll come. I don't have any particular plans or destinations, so right now the only benefit I can see is for myself is staying on the move.
Nor do I. And I don't think I could forgive myself if I left you guys.
I'll just kind of look over at Lucian.
Uh,
Huh?
Adam?
What? Huh? What? I'm in character, sorry. Huh? What?
What are your plans going
No,
I'm a-
seriously, like he's been spacing out this whole time because he's thinking about that weird ass dream he had.
I'm inclined to ask what, but I don't know that in character. So, are you coming with us or not?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, guys. I've been elsewhere today. Rishon will get up and follow.
Lucian knows nothing about a dreading looming alchemist.
He knows nothing of the horrors.
Well, I was debating because I thought about like putting in some questions, and then I'm like, no, I think he'd be still too weirded out by what's on his mind. I don't think he'd be aware enough to ask.
I guess at like if it's like plainly visible, I just like what is on your mind? Anything in that cranium of yours?
Mostly in my neck, actually. It's I don't know. Maybe I slept on it wrong. It feels weird.
I like fall behind him and I like take a look. Is there anything on the back of his neck?
No.
Weird.
I know, man. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just gotta stop doing kinky shit. I don't know.
You said it, not me. Either way, I hope it gets better.
Nothing a good march of the day probably won't fix, right? Right, guys?
Yep. I broke my leg. Walk it off.
Our buddy who is deployed, when he was training, actually had a broken leg and was doing his marches. Like for training, like he had to. It wasn't until like he finished his like I think it's like 12 mile or whatever it is, like run, that the army guy, like the medics that were checking him up, went, "Your leg is broken," and he goes, "Oh, is that why it hurt so bad?"
Brother. Okay, I was gonna say like it wasn't just the army being no. Motherfuckers just built different.
They did it at the cats too with his foot.
He got a
That's
tattoo.
why I didn't say the name.
Oh well.
I was specific to not say the name.
Oh, you said army. That was Marines, so I thought it was someone else.
Yeah. No. I said deployed. He's currently in the army. Our buddy who is currently deployed.
Ah.
But yeah, he'll probably be able to like tell you more about that after. But yeah, if you have a broken leg, just march it off.
Yeah, just march it off.
Totally fine. Need lots of mess. Okay, is there anything anyone else wants to say, do on this like first day of like just general marching?
I'm good.
Nothing I can think of.
Okay. That evening, I'm going to assume that Scraps is going to come up to you guys and let you know that he's thinking of going with Joe Thompson. He wants to kind of like get better. He feels like he was only good for running around. He wants to toughen up a bit. And his familiars are a wee bit pissed at him.
Yeah,
as he like the owl hoots at him, and he just goes, "And now I understand the owl."
Oh, well, that's good.
Now the hoots aren't censored.
Munier's a sailor.
I was gonna say, pardon the pun, but does Munier have a sailor's mouth?
Munier is a sailor.
I am glad that her
Yeah.
words can finally get through.
Kind of wish they weren't.
It's got its ups and downs, pros and cons.
You have 2 more days of marching. Is there anything in those 2 days you guys want to try and do? Talk about that sort of thing? Not just with each other, but like you have both of the main groups. Basically everyone you've talked to. Bola, Mobo, Thompson. Yeah, you guys, I assume you guys forgot that Bola was here.
No, I remembered. I just didn't.
The pirate
I mean,
lady?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The bar owner, yeah.
Totally did forget.
Your
Oh, I
drinking
also-
buddy, remember?
Yeah. Would she have alcohol? Would we drink together at all?
I don't think that's something you. Well, you know what? Maybe.
I mean, even with
I'd
marching, we're gonna stop
probably-
at night.
I'd probably get with her at least one evening just to drink for old time's sake.
That's totally fine.
And I think I would look for Joe one night to give him updates and thank him for his assistance.
He nods. Just being there, approaches you and thanks you for rescuing her tribes.
Of course, sister. I would leave no one behind.
She hands you this little like translucent bead on like like the necklace string and whatnot. Hands it to you and goes, "Show this to my tribe. They will assist."
Thank you.
Joe's like, "I don't have one of those. When do I get one, sis?" She just glares at him. Fair enough. Well, hopefully we've done some monetary damage to the Aspis Consortium.
I intend to do more than monetary.
I would recommend not engaging them in open warfare.
Open warfare implies they know I'm coming.
Mm. Tell me, how large do you think the Aspis?
I believe they would be set up in many cities.
They are the largest trading company in the world, known and otherwise.
So they are in
Even if you-
every city.
Even if you manage to root them entirely from the Milwaukee, all you would do is piss off a bigger entity. The best that we can do is keep ours as ours. I'm not saying don't fight them. I'm saying be careful of which targets you go after. You attack one of their larger trading centers, for example, like say in Blood Cove, you're likely to piss off them enough that they will send something after you.
Noted.
Disrupting their trades, killing a few of their people, that's less of a issue. They don't they see it as a cost of doing business.
That they value life so little.
They are the epitome of money. I tell you this as someone who actively works against Aspis in every fiber of my being. And my good captain who supports my wrath.
Oh, this is partially why I came to you. For your knowledge and counsel, and some insight. And also to let you know that I may still take one or two of them. I will reclaim my tribesmen.
I heard a bit about that from that Talsh. Talsh? Points to Cyst. Yes. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That Talsh fella. From what I know, they don't have a proper presence in non-Tumba? Non-Tambu? Tambu? Non-Tambu. Notes. Mostly because the people there kind of dislike how the Aspis does business, so they really haven't been able to get a foothold there. Like, there's a couple agents there, but chances are they're selling further. They might make port there for a little bit, but considering they have a one of your people against their will, they probably won't stay there for very long, so you probably won't be able to catch up to them there. Probably sell further. I know the Aspis have a fort deep in the heart of the jungle. Where exactly, I'm unsure. But someone past Usaro, past the lake, Okuta. I'll get there, guys. Somewhere past there, they have a fort, and that's typically where they've been taking those that they deem as like useful manual labor. They only take very strong individuals.
So we'll need to find more information on where in the jungle they would be.
You might be able to get something from the agents in Natambu, maybe from Usoro. I know they have a fairly decent presence in Jaha. Double check that Jaha is the one I think it is. It'd be real bad if I said Jaha and then it wasn't Jaha. 1 second. I swear I'm reading this book as fast as I can, guys.
You swear, huh?
I swear. I swear.
I swear.
No, it's not Java. Which one is it? I will find the one I'm looking for. Not that one. Right here. Here it is. Singhor. Singhor. That's the one I was looking for. Which is actually out on the coast. That makes sense. Bunch of pirates.
So we need to figure out how to convince the agents to tell us where their fort is.
They might be willing to sell you the information for a massive price.
Something to think about.
Indeed. And with that, I feel like you guys would make your way.
I did have one other thing if nobody else.
Go for it.
I would want to talk to Joe Thompson.
Yep, that's who she was talking to.
That's what I figured.
Do you want to walk up at the end of their conversation?
Sure.
Okay.
I wanted to ask if he's well traveled.
Amongst the Milwaukee, fairly well traveled. Other places, well met. Unknown.
I was gonna ask if you've come across anybody like me in your travels. Maybe not exactly, but something physically off.
Yes, though I don't know if in the way that you're asking about.
I was just wondering if maybe you'd had come across my brother. He's a half-orc, and that's all I know about him. So I assume he would probably have some sort of mutation, though I don't know exactly what it would be. And then I know his name would be Us, but I don't know if he would go by Us. So.
Not ringing any bells.
Okay.
If there would be any information regarding that, I think your best bet's to go to Nantambu and seek out the recorder.
The recorder?
Yeah,
The city recorder?
yeah, city recorder. When you get there, you typically are supposed to inform the city of your presence, and they record your name. It's so that if you do get into like any trouble or if something needs to be cleared up, they have record of you, and you're not just an enemy trying to sneak about in the city.
Okay. I'll see if he's been there, I guess. Thank you for your time.
You might be able to get an easier audience if you go through the Pathfinder Lodge there. The Pathfinder, captain, is, check my notes.
Chris, can you write down whatever name he's about to give?
Yeah.
For me. Thank you.
Miley.
Miley. With the Pathfinder is the Pathfinder captain with the Pathfinder Guild in Namumba.
Natambu.
Tumbu.
Nantambu. Got.
Yeah, he has a little lodge there. Last I knew, he was there by himself. I don't think there's any others, particularly with him. And it's a very small way station.
Okay.
Just tell him the wolf sent you.
Just write that down too. Please and thank you.
I am.
Okay, that was all I wanted to do. I figured if anybody in this marching band had any sort of leads, it would probably be Joe.
I think with both of you here, I think I know someone who's actually going to approach you guys. I think Finn approaches you guys. There's a little tricorder cap.
Was it Finn or Ish that was injured?
Ish was injured. Finn patched him up. Finn walks up, turns to Lar. Thank you again.
You're welcome.
You helped my brother. And he picks you up by like both hands, and they both like overlap as they pick you up because he's massive.
Large lad.
And he just gently as he can, hugs you. Puts you back
I do
down.
that thing where it's like, I can't reach around at any point, so just pat the chest.
I mean, you are like, he is holding you with your arms against your body. Yeah, he's trying his best not to like twitch or anything, and just give you a hug, and then puts you down and releases. He's not used to that particular motion, and he is real dumb.
Gotcha.
How is your brother doing?
Good.
Good.
Healers, dead lot, little monster girl finished it up.
A little foot.
Weird called Littlefoot when whole body little.
I don't disagree.
It's all relative. But that's good to hear nonetheless.
Mm. Joe Strick. You guys have a ride? Like, to get to Nambatu? Or, Nambatu. That's an actual city.
Natambu. I think.
Natambu.
Okay, I did write it right.
I don't believe we have one yet.
Yeah, that's not really something we thought about. Hell, we didn't even know the name of the city until a bit ago.
It is a nice city. I have been a few times.
How far is it?
From here, about a week.
Hmm.
Like, from, like, the fort.
Just walking distance?
No, you have to sell to it.
That's,
You try to
that's
you,
right.
you can't walk to it. It's
that's-
across the river.
Yeah, okay.
You could maybe wave down like a fishing boat that's like fishing in the river to, like, if you want to walk up to the coastline on the opposite side, but that's going to take like weeks.
Yeah, I'd rather not waste that time.
Let me talk to my captain, see if I can work something out. Gets up and goes. Finn just kind of standing there. You hear just like rubbing of like almost stone as he's like moving his thumbs, just waiting. Sis looks at him. Anything else, Finn? No. Finn, would you like to go on a walk? Yeah.
That's precious.
Like, as he turns and like walks away, you see the cannon strapped to his back.
He is a precious lad. We need to protect him.
Both Finn and Ish, I love them both. They're very dumb, and that's why I love them. Dumbass ogres. Precious individuals. All right. With that, I would say we make our way. If nothing else, we make our way to the Fort Bracket.
Sweet.
You see Mobo, Joe Thompson, and I believe his name was Gregor.
The freaking Elamite guy?
No, that's not Gregor. I believe Gregor is I was correct. Trademaster Gregor is the person who's like in charge of the fort. Are standing like in between the majority of the army and the Paralictor and his like 4 Hell Knights, and they look quite fucking pissed.
Oh yeah, just all these lizards rolling up on them.
Yeah, they are quite fucking angry right now. You hear shouting, but you can't quite make out what they're saying.
Does it sound like angered or just like
you can tell just from a look that the Paralictor wants to just stab.
That's I mean,
after a wee bit, You see the Paralictor turn and the Hell Knight turn with him, and they all actually head towards the docks and get on one like the boats that are just kind of around and start to sail away.
Fuck this
Huh,
shit up.
okay. And part of me wants to ask, like, what?
You can go up.
Oh, I
Yeah,
will. I will absolutely go up to Gregor.
Yeah, no, I'm going up to freaking ask him, like, what just happened?
You see kind of like Gregor scratching the top of his head out of like frustration. Well, that's not good. Welcome back, heroes. As much as they were kind of a thorn in my side, they were also helping keep the fort from being overrun. And they decided that if I was going to stop them from doing their duty, they would leave. And they told me to prepare for they will be back and not as friends.
You're right. That is not good.
Problems of another day. Don't let that sourness ruin your excitement. I've heard from the few that arrived early this morning about your grand adventure and the victory over the Truka.
Indeed, by all accounts, it would be considered a success.
I've sent word to the Upright. They will be arriving sometime this afternoon, and they have already started sorting the supplies so that we might hold a big feast for everyone here.
Now there's an offer I don't think I can rightly refuse.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I thank you so much for your service to the fort. Hey, Littlefoot. Littlefoot kind of like moving about. Yeah? Would you mayhap stay in the general area for a little bit so that I might hire some more people to help? Oh, for you, Gregory. Anything. Heads off to her little hut.
She will do well. I have heard that she killed 10 Choruka on her own, and then some. That one has the spirit of a warrior.
That I don't doubt. All right. Well, tonight we'll hold the feast. I believe the Pathfinders were actually asking about you. Might have a job up your alley.
Oh, really?
Might. Look, they were asking for strong individuals, any caliber. And, I mean, who else would we really talk about here in this backwards-ass fort? All right. I have papers that need signing and things need doing.
Best of luck,
I've been told to talk to Karen about possibly getting some lizard folk protection. So I will see you all later.
Best of luck, my friend.
He walks up to like the first kind of like lizard folk. Hello, are you Karen?
Oh no.
I will describe him on his shoulders like, I will get Karen for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
And I'll go look for Karen.
he kind of opens up his jacket and starts thumbing through like a little like some papers on his like inner coat, and he stops and pulls one up and is like, Shidro.
Yes.
I never forget a name.
I should do that. I should do that in real life. That sounds great.
Okay, so Shidro's leading Gregory to
Get in.
Karen. What was everyone else doing?
Yeah?
I honestly have no idea like what there even is to do in this little shit shack of a town.
I mean,
I
probably
was
talk to
How
the
sturdy-
Pathfinders.
I have ideas, but they're not productive.
I
mean-
I didn't ask you what you could do productively. I asked what you want to do.
My character is very go with the flow, and if the flow stops, she's just like, wonder if those ropes would support my weight. Maybe I can just jump back and forth.
Nah, that's me as well, yeah. like-
yeah, no, that's a good idea Eddie had.
What did Addie have?
Was it not
I-
Addie who said that?
Said what?
To talk to the Pathfinders?
No,
No,
that
I
was not
said
my
that.
idea.
Oh, then that was a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, well, we got time, and since we're gonna be around for a little while longer, might as
Alright,
well
so
get this sorted now.
Mm.
all right, so Harry, Rugnir, Lar, Lucian, are you going with them, or are you doing your own little thing?
For right now, Lucian will go with them. He might
Okay.
break off at a later bit, but
Yeah, again, this is like a 5-minute like hike up the hill. Like it's not like a far thing or anything like that. So you guys enter the Pathfinder Lodge. Shin and Alpha are around, but Tenor is
Yes.
not.
Right.
Shin
So I guess
goes, "How you doing, friends?"
just peachy. Thanks for asking. And we were told you were asking for some.
Yeah, you guys fit the bill perfectly. So a notice came in from Nambatsu that someone's looking to hire some fairly strong individuals, 5,000 gold apiece.
Well, you don't say.
Yeah. It sounds like it's kind of going to be like a longer thing, like possibly earning bonuses and stuff on. But the contract he gave us, which you might be able to like haggle with him or something like that. It isn't like a set like he didn't pay us. We're not holding money for him. He just paid us to advertise that he's doing this. So, but yeah, the starting pricing I assume it's about 5,000. And he has a reputation of being wealthy. So we did our background check and all that. He's on the up and up.
That is a very tempting offer, considering we were considering going that way to begin with.
Hey, convergence. Like, if you got
Fine.
multiple things going the same way, sometimes that's just the way it goes.
It's funny the way the world works. And
I Chris, what are you going to do after you get Karen?
After I know that Gregor and Karen are discussing stuff, I'd probably just head to the Pathfinder's Lodge.
Okay, about this time you enter the Pathfinder's Lodge.
So, I guess at that point I'll fill her in on the offer and
Interesting.
ask if you want in, because
Well, we need to head that way anyway. There's no harm in seeing what all they want us to do for the job.
sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. I'll let Miley know that you're heading that way.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So, the job is going to be waiting for us at Nambatu. Or Natandu.
The contractor is at Namantu at the moment, and the transcript I got was he's fairly annoyed because he needs some strong individuals to help him out.
Great. So
He is willing to pay 5,000. At that, we always check the individual, see who they are. We have means of getting information from far and wide. He's from the continent of Advestin. I'm not going to say any more because, privacy.
Right.
But as far as we can tell, he's legitimate, and he should have that type of money laying around to hire multiple people at 5,000.
All right then.
Now, that being said, again, he didn't give us the money, so we can't promise you 5,000. That is contractually his thing. He is not a Pathfinder, and he has really very few ties to us. But marketing is marketing, and he paid us for the marketing.
Got it.
She drove a
Then-
nod as if she understands, even though she probably really doesn't.
Hold on. He'll roll insight to make sure that you understand, because he likes you. Would you say a 16 would figure out that Shidro's struggling with the concept?
Yeah.
Okay, so not insight, sense motive. Wrong game. He. Everyone else kind of gets what he said. Doesn't matter. He's going to re-explain it. The 5,000 isn't guaranteed because we're not the ones paying it.
Okay.
He is. So if he skimps on you, that's his problem, not ours.
Take it up with him and not you.
Gotcha. He paid us to run an advertisement, and when we do an advertisement for somebody, like telling someone that someone has a job, right? We do a background check to make sure that they are capable of doing it. He is capable of doing it. Whether he does or not is not our responsibility.
I will not, and I will actually understand this time.
Now, that being said, if he does skimp on it, you can let us know, and we will deal with it as we will.
Not advertise again.
And maybe some more. We don't like any bad reputation between people, so we won't get you your money, but we'll make sure that he probably won't be able to get that money again.
All right.
Hey, it's the price of doing business, am I right? Don't do
Indeed.
business with untrustworthy individuals. Even criminals understand this.
You get that?
Pedro will nod.
Yeah. Then I
Alrighty.
suppose we do still need. Wait, did we already get set up our boat to Natambu?
You
or
have not
just-
talked to Joe Thompson again. So
Yeah, okay,
If you want to
'cause
go, if you want to go find Joe Thompson and see if you have if he was able to procure a boat for you, you can.
Then I mean,
Now that we
I don't know
know that
about the
we
rest
have
of you.
multiple things at Natambu, we should find Joe.
Yeah, that
As you guys turn to kind of leave, the doors open and Talsh and what's the other one? Meyer.
Let's see. No, it's Meyer. Yes.
Hey.
I did not write this
Talsh
down.
and Meyer walk in and you go, You heading out?
We are not leaving the fort today, but we will.
Are you heading up the river or down the river?
Upriver.
You mind if we tag along?
I'll look at everyone else.
Ragnir will shrug.
Who are these people again?
These are my tribe.
Talsh. Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, no. Okay.
Talsh and Meyer are both
Depending
lizard
on who
folk.
they were, but
They are broad-shouldered, muscular individuals. One's wielding a spear, and the other one's like a little bone club behind him.
Is it the same spear that I threw down?
Yeah, he hasn't gotten his spear because that's gone. So he's still just using the spear that you threw him.
Recovery
And
weapon.
this isn't yeah. It's it's a spear. It works.
I mean, we have no quarrels with you tagging along. I don't think.
All right.
And brothers, I believe that we are overdue for introductions. And I'll introduce Talsh and Meyer to everyone. And vice versa, I'll introduce all of them to them.
They it's like a mixture of handshakes and hugs. They hug males and then they handshake the girls.
good luck with that.
What do you mean?
With Lar and her just awkward.
No. They don't care about that. You are who you are.
Yeah, no, I get that. But the shape of the hand is awkward.
Yeah, it's fine. They give you a handshake, mostly out of they don't want to touch out of respect. But they do hug the guys. Yeah. Yeah. They do give hugs to the two guys, and they think
Do lizard folk even have private parts?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
There's male and female lizards.
Do they? I'm curious now about the sexual dimorphism here. Do they lay eggs or are they live bears?
Yeah. No, they lay eggs.
Yeah.
Spawn. I think I've gone over this with Chris, but spawnlings are. I mean, you guys seen spawnlings? You went to a lizard folk village.
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah. Most spawnlings die, so there you go.
Either they can't survive on their own, or they get ate by outside forces or tribesmen. Happens. I've mentioned offhanded before. I was like, oh yeah, no, we eat our young.
That is a thing. if like it is the most
Humane way
extreme.
sometimes.
It's the most extreme punishment, but they are a resource, and you don't want to waste. You don't just like if someone is like done something so wrong that the tribe has to put them to death. It is they are killed and then cooked and then
Mm.
You don't waste
because you don't waste resources. You don't waste resources. Not when everything can fucking kill you. You don't waste resources.
Look, we grow up in jungle Australia, okay?
Not Australia. It's jungle Africa.
I mean, not everything tries to kill you in Africa. Everything tries to kill you in Australia.
I was just about to say they have fires free range that jump entire rivers just to get to you on the other side.
All right. But yeah, that is a lot of like there are cannibalistic tribes out there as well that are just real bad. Both Lizardfolk and Chiruka have like massive cannibal tribes just in the Milwaukee.
I mean, yeah, we there was the potential to run into them, and we didn't because we went the right way.
Yep. It is what it is. I like the brutality of it. Like it is what it is.
Mm.
All right, so you guys are heading to Joe Thompson. You find Joan Thompson kind of relaxing, and this is the first time, by the way, Chris, that you have actually seen Sis asleep. Sis is asleep, kind of like curled around Joe Thompson. Joe Thompson is sitting there, leaning back, very relaxed, but is clearly extremely alert right now. He sees y'all approach and just kind of waves.
I guess just trying to keep the volume down because don't want to wake the sleeping lizard like. So
when she's asleep, she's fairly rock steady unless I like try to move her off. She's used to sleeping in the pits.
Okay. Either way,
this is comfortable, believe it or not.
I believe it.
So it's kind of like a cat. Comfortable enough.
Do you know what like snake pits are? Kind of like that. That is a way. That is like if lizards get like very communal, that is ways that lizards will just like ball up on top of each other to sleep.
Oh yes,
right.
I know this, but I don't know if Lucian would, so that's why I made him say kind of like a cat.
Oh, gotcha.
I've seen a Nolan.
That was in game. Sorry, that was in game. Yeah. Joe just kind of like, sure.
Yeah.
I haven't had cats since I was a kid, so.
It's that meme.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, no, but whatever helps you understand.
Yeah. To matters at hand, we were wondering if you could help us get a boat to Natambu.
Got you already, brother. I figured you would need some transportation. You guys seem like the rambunctious of young adventurers, and you growing quite strong and quite able to take care of yourself. And I'm so proud. A hint of sarcasm with that, but he is proud. It's just more of just like he's putting on a little bit more just to tease. But it's the matter at hand. We have a small sloop that we can give you guys, and I talked to the captain, and she agrees that it's totally fine. We're going to allow Finn and Ish to sell it for you.
Ooh.
Do they
Think
know
it's
how to
useful?
sail?
They do know how to sell, and they're very good at it, actually.
If they're half as good at
They've-
sailing as their companions, we are in extremely good hands.
They're better at selling than they are at shooting cannon. I'll tell you that.
Extremely good and extremely large hands.
We could ask for
They
feedback.
might not. They might like act like children for the most part, but they are very competent at the things that they were.
They're very proficient in their crafts. We've seen it.
They very much are. When I informed Finn, he was giddy, and Ish was very happy.
It seems
We
they've
will be
taken a
in
liking to us.
Wonderful.
As he's sitting there, Littlefoot comes up. Hey, I finished reading some books, and I've got some news, and it's not great.
Really? Do tell.
Yeah.
Oh,
After talking and gathering some general information and reading the books, I figured out that the Red Baboon is a lot stronger than we thought, and he has a really, really strong artifact. Like a cataclysmic artifact. Like, really bad.
The first part I knew, but cataclysmic.
Yeah, he has something called the Orb of Zin.
if we destroy it, does it prevent the cataclysm or does it trigger it?
Jumping a little bit ahead
good.
there.
Oh, good luck destroying this artifact. It survived a horrific event called Earthfall. History check if you want to know what that is.
Do I have history?
I don't, but I'm still gonna try.
As Roll20 kicked me out, probably.
I do not have history.
It is a this is
I'm pretty sure I don't.
That is about what I expected.
yeah. Let's see here. This is
Fun fact,
History
I have a
12, I
negative
believe.
thought.
AC 12?
Yeah, no, I
Okay,
couldn't
so
make that even if I wanted to.
I could, but I don't want to take the risk.
What do you mean risk?
Risk it being
Don't.
dumb.
No, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It'll come up when it comes up, but
Oh, okay. Right, okay. Got it.
Yeah, I don't have. Oh wait, do I? Oh, I do have it actually. It check
you have
marks
it-
on the right. I have it right.
no, the one in the box. You have
Left.
the check mark on the right just means it's a class skill. You have to have at least one rank in it for it to be trained.
Ah, I see. Okay, so I do not.
Did you?
then.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, it survived an event called Earthfall, and that was near world ending. Yeah. So don't think you guys are going to be able to destroy it. But it's what allows him to kind of like siphon parts of himself off to like do multiple things.
So that's how he can make his avatar.
So that's how we were able to slay part of his spirit.
Didn't slay it, actually. You destroyed like the physical manifestation, and it just goes back to being part of him.
That's horribly annoying.
You're not wrong. Good news, he doesn't know how to actually activate it properly.
So he dumb.
No, not dumb. He's activating it, just not properly. It is old runic magic, which is really complicated. And even I wouldn't be able to fuck around with that shit. If you find a rune mage of any kind, that's going to be huge because they might be able to do something about it. But this artifact allows you to perfectly divide yourself, but maintain strength. He's dividing himself, but it's not maintaining the strength. Yeah. If he figures out how to use it right, it's going to be an army of him without any without him weakening.
An endless sea of monkeys.
So
And then this-
strategically, with handling this artifact, is our best bet then, if we can manage to separate him from it, how can we prevent future problems from arising with this? Is there somewhere we can, if we can't destroy it, is there somewhere we can put it?
Isn't that the Pathfinder Association's job?
I was about to say the Pathfinders can seal it away if you trust them.
I trust them more than any monkey.
That's a low bar.
I mean, as long as, everybody is nice and doesn't try to kill everybody with it, I don't care who has it.
Yeah. Pathfinders are I don't know how much you know about Pathfinders, but they were founded entirely on preventing world-ending catastrophes.
But people
I'm going to go inform them of this, and they're going to send people out here to try and recover this artifact.
Very well, then.
All right. We've done it. We've figured out what the Forgotten Stone was.
You're correct, actually.
As the mini boss moves up to become the big bad.
Mini boss. That was the final boss of Act 1. I wouldn't call that a mini boss till you're in at least Act 4.
Red Baboon was not the final boss. You guys fought the big
Well,
8.
it wasn't part of that thing. I thought it went back to that thing for some
No, the
reason.
Great
It's not.
Humanoid is a separate.
No, that was not the Red Baboon.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You're right. Mini boss. Got it.
Red Baboon was the dual gun wielding.
Yeah.
I know who he was, but for some reason my brain thought his spirit went to the big red demon.
No.
Yeah, no, that is those are two different individuals. Red Baboon serves the god of apes.
Gotcha. Since Littlefoot is here, I actually did want to ask if she knows anything about drawing blood and storing blood.
Not her forte, but she knows how to do it.
Okay. I think I'll hold off on that for now then. Wait till I find maybe someone more medically inclined, I guess. I don't know. I'll just I will keep with just slash my wrist method for the time being.
All right. I think at this point, with there's a little bit more time. If there's anything small you guys want to do, you can go ahead and do it. But I think evening is going to set in at this point, and the big feast. Plenty of traditional tribal lizard folk dancing going on, which looks very fucking weird. It's more slinking and like shifting of the body parts, almost hunter like. mixed with the absolute crazy like hand waving and whatnot that the pirates do. But everyone is merry. There's a brief moment amongst each of you, kind of reflect on your journey to this point. How you came to be in service, or how you joined temporarily the Gilisar Corporation to earn just a bit of money, really. Set out on your adventure. The people you knew before you came to this new land, and the people you have yet to meet. Let's just go down the line, I guess. Harry, what in this like moment of tranquility, what's the thing that kind of like resonates the most for your character, Rugnir?
I suppose his number one thought is, I wonder what my family, my city, my clan's people would think of me if they saw me today. Whether they would laugh in scorn or be proud of the deeds I have accomplished. Most of all, I wonder where my dad is now.
As you think on that, we pull away from you. We go to kind of a I feel like you would be sitting kind of like midway between the dancing and like the outskirts of this feast.
Yes.
We pull away from you. We head towards more of the outskirts, and we see Lucian sitting with Littlefoot. What is your thoughts, Lucian, in this tranquil moment?
He's tempted to ask for a neck massage.
Any internal... No thoughts, like just neck massage.
With everything that I without having to repeat what I've already said, like
no, you don't have to.
Yeah. Where's Lucian's thoughts in this whole moment?
And on a less joking viewpoint, he's just kind of thinking back, kind of like a wow. I'm like I ended up all the way here just over a silly little stunt to impress a girl, and now that the fate of the world is, oh boy. if Lumi could see me now.
Okay. Pulling away from you. Where's Lar in this? I'm not quite sure where Lar would be in this whole bit. Would you be up near the fire dancing, kind of in the middle, in the thick of the feast, or towards the outskirts, watching?
Probably more towards the outskirts. I feel like Lar has a lot kind of on her mind between what she learned from the alchemist and then also like just kind of the reality setting in of really needing to up her game as fast as she can, sort of thing. So she's probably more like she's not adverse to being around people if people were to approach her, but she needs kind of her space right now, so she wouldn't be with any of this. Crowds.
I was going to ask for something, but I rolled a natural 20. So, Finn and Ish come up behind you, and they don't say anything, but they just sit next to you.
That's sweet.
From that, we pull away. Where's Shidro in this? Is she in the thick of it dancing?
Not like in the thick of it, but probably just like on the outside of like the dance ring. So not in the outskirts of everything, but
Is she dancing along, or is she kind of like? Is she in like the food area or the dance area?
probably more of the food area, watching the dancing, just trying to vibe a little bit. But she's reflecting on the fact that she was never meant to be champion, but has come into it and is starting to fully accept, okay, I am the champion and this is life. And she's almost fully set out on everything that she meant to do. Her mission is almost fully finished. But in light of everything, even after I get my last tribesman, I don't think my job's over.
As those thoughts kind of run through your head, Danny comes and sits next to you, leans in. I will be the champion. And then he leaves.
I just
I'd fuck you
let him
too.
go.
Morning breaks. I feel like you guys find yourselves in places you're not quite sure how you got to. Harry, I feel like you somehow ended up in like Gregor's office on his like desk, just kind of like shields in hand, just laying like this on his desk, and kind of like. Lucian, you wake up in a tree.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Yeah.
You're just like, this isn't where I fell asleep.
So he's gonna wake up and he's gonna be like, that tracks.
that tracks. Shidro, you're like half in the water, just like. Oh.
Jesus, what the fuck did they put in our food?
You guys were extremely merry. This is a feast. Lar, I feel like you're the one with the most sense. So like in like being able to handle this type of thing, you are like laying on the bed, like but with your legs on the floor, like you were trying to get into bed, like you were crawling, and you were like struggling to get to bed, and you finally got onto the bed, and you just collapsed.
My tolerance has an effect.
Morning breaks. While you all have like that bit of like after an extreme night hangover, it kind of like is refreshing to be like, this is what beats me down today. That's okay.
We faced worse and will face worse.
You guys feel like a chapter of your story has been completed. And you, Rugnir, hold on. Let me do this proper. Rugnir, Rumble, Bronze, Shidro, Lar, Lucian, Voltun. How did you say your last thing again? need help.
What do you do?
Her last name is so complicated. It's Italian.
Actually, I don't think it's Italian, but it's Valtameri.
Anyone tell me that not Italian?
No, it's actually like I think it's Finnish or something. I forget to Google it. It means ocean. That's all I know.
Finn and Ish and Tals, sorry, and Meyer, you all get onto your little sloop and you begin your journey towards the city. We will fast cut for the end of the episode, and I will show you the new map, your new playground for a little bit.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to Natambu.
That is a city.
Hey, no.
Yeah, it's fucking big too.
Indeed.
Yes, Valtameri is Finnish.
That's close enough to the Italians.
Sure.
Joking, obviously. Joking. But with that, I will say we will be ending today's session. Next session, we're going to be getting into the hijinks of Nantambu proper, and we'll see what all you guys do there.